Okay, we ate breakfast and we're on the way to the sale. It's we're running on time, which is always good. We've got we put that video out that there was our top 3, but in actuality we have a short list of 10 that we're interested in, and we just got to see what happens. I'm a little bit worried that we put out so much before we know the results that we could let people down, because if it isn't the right time and I don't get the right feeling while I'm bidding, I'm not going to buy one. I'm not going to force myself to buy one just because we've posted to social media. However, I sure hope it works out. I just don't know which one it's going to work out with or how it's going to work out. So that's kind of the part of the fun of part of the thrill of auctions, I guess. And like I said, this is not a bad scenario auction. Every horse here, for the most part, has had a lot of work put into them to be ready and prepared for this auction. And it's really a community of people that are bidding on them. It's this Clydesdale show community, the registry, and it's not a bunch of flippers or auction buyers. So it's a pretty awesome sale how they put it in. Every horse is taken care of. The stalls are bedded well. They're all fed and watered well. They're all groomed well. They're all trained well. So it's pretty exciting. It's a good time.
Okay, it is 7 a.m. and we've made it back to the fairgrounds, and the sale starts at 8, so we're gonna make a round, check out the 3 horses we talked about, and then the other ones too. Just do double checks on all of them. So like JR said, we had about 10 horses on our list that we were looking at. Lot number 14 was the beautiful bay dappled mare named Jasmine. She was the 4-year-old mare who was broke to drive double and was also bred for a February foal. And then we have lot number 61, which was the 10-month-old filly that they called Natty. She was super sweet and mellow, but she was the one who was a little thinner and needed a little bit of TLC. Then we have lot number 47, which was Lucinda. She was a 4-year-old mare, broke to ride and drive. She was so sweet and beautiful, but she was the one with the issue where she had the bone chips. Then we had lot number 6, which was the 7-year-old mare, Rose, and she had the 2-week-old adorable foal alongside. And then we had lot number 86. She was the little filly that was just being a goofball, really playful. That's kind of how we remembered her. But her name was actually Erin. And then there was lot number 80, which was the 2-year-old mare that we dubbed Scratches because she loved to be scratched. And then this was lot number 11, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but she was a 4-year-old mare, broke single and double, and she rides. And she was the one we called Stitches because of the cut above her eye. And then we have lot number 108 and lot number 103, which we actually didn't show in the last video, but we came back early this morning, and we're going to look at them right now. We missed her, didn't we? Is this too valuable?
Just nice right now, but I don't know why. Probably not hard to hit me.
She would make a good youth cart mare. If somebody's looking for a youth cart mare, she'd be perfect for that.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is pretty.
I'm looking for a teammate for my I only have one Clyde. Okay. I like doing farm equipment.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I got get all the firewood in with him this winter and do that kind of stuff. And then we do a few parades.
Nice size for that. Does yours look like this close or?
She's a little taller.
She's a little bigger, but she's more mature. Mine's just coming through.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But he's not going to finish out any bigger than this.
Yeah.
We thought this mare was absolutely stunning. Her build was amazing. She was just so thick and muscled up. She was 8 years old, and I believe she was bred. She was broke single and double, and you could ride her. She was absolutely gentle. Just everything about her was absolutely perfect. Of course, she was on our list, absolutely, but we kind of assumed she was going to go for a higher price, at least higher than what we could go. And then this was the other 8-year-old mare that we looked at, Margaret. I don't believe she was trained to drive or ride. I know they said she had been shown, but I believe they meant in halter. And I think she mostly had been used as a brood mare, but she was just super sweet. Okay, me and Becca are on a mission to find a mare that had a 2-week-old foal on her we want to look at again. Is that her? No. She was on the right side. Yeah, they could have moved her. That's true. Here she is, because there's the sire. Oh, here he is. Hi.
Good morning.
Oh, I love her.
Good morning.
So this is actually my top favorite. JR just didn't add it to the top 3 favorites.
Good morning, baby. Oh, good morning.
We don't think that they will be in our price range, but you never know.
Would you sleep good? Yeah, you're nice and fuzzy.
Aw. So she's like supposed to be 2 weeks old, right, Becca?
Yeah, just turned.
And this is her mama. Very pretty, sweet mare. You're so cute. Hi, baby. I would like to take you home with me. You're so playful. Hello. This is the sire to the little foal. So we're gonna wait on JR here for just a minute. He had to run back to the truck real quick, and then we're gonna look at them a little bit closer. She's so sweet. You said you call her Peaches?
Yep. Her red
Peaches.
will be Princess Peach.
Princess Peach. Oh.
Okay, that's right. I know how that is. You actually work. Help all you can.
Hi, baby.
Oh, you're feeling good.
Oh, she's.
I want her.
Yeah.
She's so sweet. They're both so cute. Okay.
This is Jasmine. This morning of the sale. There's about 1 hour till the sale starts. She's lot 14, so she'll be selling at close to the beginning. Mm-hmm. She's one of our top 3 we're interested in.
So we've come back to double check on her.
There really wasn't much to double check on. We were really just having fun. Jasmine checked all the boxes. She was perfect. We also checked Natty, the little filly, out one last time. Becca is feeling up and down Natty's legs, feeling her joints, just to make sure everything feels good and normal. The feather on the Clydesdales really covers up a lot on the lower part of the leg, so it's definitely good to check. As Becca has stated a few times, this is the one. You can tell she's absolutely in love with Natty. There were so many beautiful Clydesdales, but she just kept being drawn to this one. I mean, we all were, but Becca was just a little bit more. Natty was absolutely beautiful and sweet, so it's going to be a long wait. She's number 61, so a little bit further in. I did say a prayer right before this, just kind of asking, you know, if the right horse was here or if we were even supposed to get one here or in the future at all, and just asking for wisdom and guidance through the day. And for some odd reason, I kept feeling, almost like hearing in me, that we were going to get Natty. But again, she's about halfway through the sale, so we have a little bit before we're gonna find out.
I think she is the one.
I do.
What do you think?
Yes.
You want to come home with me?
We checked on the mare Barbie one last time as well, and I mean, it's pretty easy with her. She's kind of perfect like Jasmine. She checks out all the boxes. I guess you could say the only drawback maybe would be her age. She was 15, which really isn't that bad, but she had never foaled before, and if we got her, we would want to breed her to Oliver. JR really wasn't concerned, though, with her age and breeding. We would be taking her to the vet anyways, and he would give us his okay before we would do that, so she's definitely on our list. And we actually didn't double check on the mare Lucinda. She had the bone chips. Jared had thought about it, slept on it, and just kind of decided it was a little bit too risky. So unless she goes crazy cheap, more than likely we won't bid on her, as beautiful as she is. At this point, we were running out of time and the sale was about to begin, so we didn't get a double check on the really pretty, playful yearling filly, scratches, or stitches. Okay, we're about 10 minutes out from the sale starting. JR is still walking around, and me and the kids came and sat down. Which one are you hoping for, Becca?
I want Natty.
Natty?
She's my favorite.
I like
the mare and foal too, though.
I was gonna say,
I honestly would pick the mare and foal first and then Natty, but I don't think the mare and foal is anywhere.
we just kind of figure that's gonna be out of our what we can do. So
We will see. The horses will come through this door over here and then come into the arena, and then they go out that door over there. So, are you nervous or excited?
Nervous.
You're nervous? I kind of feel nervous too. I don't know why though.
Not about getting a horse. Nervous that we're not gonna get it.
Yeah. Hey, here we go. This is lot number 2.
Coming in, we have lot number 2. Lot number 2 is Hercules Showgirl.
So there were 125 Clydesdales consigned to this sale. So that's a lot to try and show in a video. So we're just going to stick to the ones that we were interested in or bid on. Now we can do a full-length video of the whole sale, or at least most of it. We got most of the horses going through except for a handful at the end because our batteries, camera batteries died. So if you'd like to see a longer version of the sale, maybe let us know in the comments. We weren't really quite sure how many of you would be interested in seeing that. If there's a lot of interest, then we'll throw a video up for you all to view. If not, then we'll probably just go ahead and post it to our Patreon. So if you'd want to see it, you could go over there and join to watch the full-length version.
Moving on to lot number 6, we have Gorday Rose, consigned by Jeffrey and Kevin Goodell. This mare was foaled in April of 2017. She's a nice, quiet mare that is great to be around. She does come in with a foal on her side. No. So she's a nice, gentle mare that's had 3 foals for them to date. She's selling with her 2024 filly that was born April 2nd.
Since I've been waiting for
Rose
this.
is a gentle mare that is easy to get into foal. They did not expose her in foal heat, so the new buyer is able to breed to the stallion of their choice. Rose was previously broke to drive, but most recently has only been used as a brood mare. She comes with strong maternal lines, as her mother, Westerdale Denny, had a foaled at the ripe old age of 21 for the Desharnais family in
good job
Canada.
selling his mom.
Rose is also a
Her,
half-sister
yeah.
on her sire side to the great Gorday Pearl mare.
You talk about an outstanding brood mare with an outstanding pedigree and an outstanding baby on her side. Now you talk about a nice 2-in-1 package. You take a look here now, boys. If you want to be in the brood mare business, you can be
She's
in
so
that.
cute.
In
I don't know what to do.
What do you want to pay on this one? Hey, somebody get $10,000 here. Somebody get 5. And now $5,000 over 5 here to $5,000 if you want a boy. 3, 5. And now 335. What do you want up to 35 if you want her? I get $3,000. You got 3,000 thinking. Now 5,000 where 3,000, 4,000 then. At 3,000, 4,000 now 3, 4. And now 3 bid 4, 4 to 5,000. Kenny, you didn't make it 5. I'm on your now 5,000. At 4 bid 5 down here to 5,000 if you want her. $5,000. Now $6,000.
We just bid right there.
I get $5,000. So now 7. Now 7,000. Joe's in. Now 7,000. And now 7. You're both out. Now $7,000 here. 6,000 out of it. 7 down here to 7. Now 7,000.
We're hoping the bids slow down so we can get another bid in, but right now it's steadily climbing, as you can imagine.
And now $7,000. Do you want her here to 7,000? And now $7,000. 7. Now 8,000. Joe, you're out again. 8,000. $7,000. 8,000 if you want her. And now 8,000 if you want her. $8,000. 8,000 if you want her. 8,000. 8,000. Now 9,000. You're out. And now 9,000. Joe, you're out too. I'm way down on Kenny now. 9,000 if you want her. 8,000 and 9,000 if you want her. $9,000. And now $9,000. Do you want her here to 9 is all. Give me 9 down here to $9,000. Do you want her? 8,000 and 9 if you want her. Christy, that is a brood mare package now.
Oh, that is probably the best brood mare package. When you're thinking about you're buying a mare who comes out of a mare who had a foal at 21, and you're not just buying the mare, you're buying the mare and the foal and the potential for an easy breeder so you can add to your bloodlines. If you're looking to start out, this is the package that could get you started.
Now, Joe, you're out again. 8,000. $7,000. 8,000 if you want her. And now 8,000 if you want her. $8,000. 8,000 if you want her. 8,000. 8,000. Now 9,000. You're up.
Basically, Princess Peach and her mama went over our budget, but me and Becca were still trying to get JR to bid anyways, but he was being very stubborn and would not. They really didn't end up going for a lot. I didn't think so. $8,500, I thought it was a steal. So, if you're mad that Princess Peach didn't come to live at Homestead Horsemanship, then you can blame JR for that one.
All right, in the ring now, we have lot number 11. We have Tree Lanes Indy, consigned to us by Red Wings. This mare was foaled in June of 2020. Her dam is Bello W.S. Lois. Her sire is McKeon's H.A. Hutch. Indy is a beautiful dark bay mare. She is broke.
This is a nice mare.
Started in the cart.
I was thinking about her, but I just don't have the feeling.
She is sound in wind and limb. She has a little cut over her right eye, and that happened 3 weeks ago and has been healing well. So they just want to call out, there's a small cut above that right eye, but everything is healing well. Again, lot number 11, Tree Lanes, Indy.
Yes, sir. Indy's in center stage, and that the correctest moving filly we've had all morning. Yes, sir. Everybody want to play the fun? $100 here. Somebody get $10,000 now, and 10 grand if you want to buy 10 grand.
So like JR said, we just decided not to bid on Indy, or Stitches as we called her. We just didn't feel a connection to her. She's a beautiful mare, nothing against her, but it just didn't feel right. And she ended up going for a really cheap price of $4,800, so somebody got a steal.
Do you want to buy 3,000? You talk about a nice correct moving filly here, $3,000 here, and now 3 grand. Do you want to buy? See him at the stall.
Here she comes, buddy.
All right, coming in, we have lot number 14. This is Elm Grove Razor Jasmine, consigned by Margot Carson. This mare was foaled in April of 2020.
Ooh, I like Jasmine.
Her dam is Oak Park Genie. Her sire is Northridge Razor Sharp. She's a
Good. Hope she behaves bad,
mare.
then maybe
She
they
is
won't bid
broke
on
to
her.
drive, double, a great pleasure horse prospect, great to work with and handle, bred checked, safe in foal to Ambro Andrew, due February of 25. Ambro Andrew's offspring have been hitting both the show ring and sales ring with a bang, with a daughter selling for $30,000 at the Topeka sale last fall, and a brother being the 2023 world champion gelding at Brandon. So again, this mare is confirmed in foal for February of 25. We have lot number 14, Elm Grove Razor Jasmine.
Hey, lot number 14, in center stage, Prudent for Bear. Anybody want to pay this $100 here? Anybody want to pay somebody get $10,000 here? 10 grand if you want her. And now $10,000, somebody get 5. We'll all go here, $5,000 now. I get 5 grand and 5 here, 5 grand deal. 5 grand deal, 5,000. Somebody get 3. That $3,000 here, she feels good. And now $3,000, $4,000 worth. And now here's not a bid. Somebody holler down there, 4,000. Now 5. And now $5,000 you like. I get 5 here and 5. Now 5 here and 5 where? I get 5 grand deal, 5,000. I get 5 grand deal, yours in. Now $5,000 here. Now 4, 5. And now 6,000. You like it, 6,000 if you want her. Now Eli's in 6, now 7. Eli now $7,000 here. And now 7. Now 7 grand deal, 7,000. I get 7 grand here to 7. Now 7,000 if you want her. I get 7 grand, 6, now 7,000 if you want her. 6,000 and 7. And now 7. I take 6,500 Eli, real quick. 6,500 here. That's 6 grand, 6,500 if you want her.
And you're not just buying her. Remember, this is now a 2-for-1 package because she is confirmed in full for February of 25 to that great Ambro Andrews offspring. So she could be carrying that next $30,000 sale topper.
That is right. She could be 6,000 a year, 65 Eli.
So everything ended a little oddly with Jasmine. We really wanted her. We thought she was the perfect horse for us. And we actually won the bid, but there was some confusion, and the men in the auction ring who take the bids, they thought that the other bidder won, and they gave it to them. So when they announced sold, we thought she was ours, but they gave it to the other bidder. The people around us also thought that she was going to us. So there was just some confusion there, but we never said anything, and we let it slide because the owners ended up no-selling her directly after she sold anyway, so in the end, it really didn't matter. Once everything's over, if we haven't got a horse at the end of the sale, JR will probably go talk to the owners and see if they want to reconsider selling.
Her dam is Brookside Bella. Her sire is Table Rocks Crackerjack. She's a young 4-year-old mare. She is green broke to drive and ride. Been an easy mare to work with. She is selling open. She did have OCD surgery and carries some fluid in her hocks. That was vet checked, and it is just normal joint fluid. There is a vet confirmation that she is 100% sound. Does not affect her at all. She did ride through the preview yesterday and rode off really well.
Well, boys, I'll tell you what, she's doing everything just perfect. Look at her stand there, just listening to everything that's going on, as beautiful as can be. You bet, I'd like to have 15 grand. 15,000, now 15, 10 go. 10,000 over here. I'm at 10,000, now 10 here, now 10,000, 75.
This is Lucinda, but after sleeping on it last night, I kind of decided not to bid on her. But if she goes really cheap, they might make me.
Now 5. at 5,500 here now.
So we ended up not bidding on Lucinda, but she was absolutely stunning, beautiful, kind of perfect for us, except that she had the OCD bone chips. The auctioneer and owner stated that she was sound. She had the vet inspection, so more than likely it was perfectly fine. We just felt a little bit uncomfortable and unsure about the situation, so we let her go, and she was right in our price range too, $5,800. Another steal for somebody. They probably got an amazing horse, and she is just beautiful.
Okay, we have come to lot 61. It's the one we're the most interested in. And we're hoping to get lucky, hoping it goes nice and cheap. She's a little thing.
Consigned by Don and Linda and Zola.
We'll see. She's colored good for all of her.
In July of 2023. Her dam is Valentine's Norma Jean. Her sire is Stillbrook's Cherokee. She's a high-stepping, smoky show-off that will lead a hitch when she grows up. She has 4 whites at solid bay with black mane and tail. She's a late summer filly, so note that she is not even a year old yet. But again, she is sharp, she is modern. Take her home, let her grow, make her your own.
Yes, sir. Austin just stepped up and said he's only had this filly a couple weeks in his barn. She got really sick on him. She's coming back. She's eating good. She's drinking.
I like how she looks.
Temperature's normal. She's good to go. You just take her home.
I think she'll be a good match for all of her.
She'll be just fine now. You'll have yourself a great mare. Anybody want to pay this one? And I'm part of $25 here. At 25, somebody get 3. And I'm $3,000. We're going to be 3 and 3 and 3 month boy. At 25 at 3,000 here. Not 3,000 where. And I'm 3 and 3 grand. Anybody boy. Somebody get 3,000. Somebody get 2,000. At 2. Money's on 25. 2 grand 25 here. 2 grand money's in 25 free.
And I bid 25.
35 you like. And I'm 35, 35, 35, 35, 35 here. And I'm 35, 4. And I'm 4,000 out of 4. And I'm 4,000. What do you say, Joe? 4,000. And I'm
She's going up fast. I don't know what to do.
35 and 4 down. And 35 and 4. Up over here. At 35 and 4 down. 4. At 4 do you want her? At 35, 4,000. At 35, 4 do you want her? Going 35, Joe. What do you say? Half. I get 4 grand down, Joe. 2 and a half. I get 4 grand 2 and a half down. 3 4 grand 2 and a half. What's your mood? At 4 grand 2 and a half. At 4 grand 2. 45, Joe. At 45 down. Take 45. What at 45, Christy?
We're in the lead at 42 and a half.
Look at the way that filly's carrying herself, but she's not even finished out, filled out. She just come off of a hard sickness now. Give that little girl a chance. Give her some TLC. You're going to have a showstopper.
Well, you are going to have a showstopper because remember, she's not even a year old. So she's not even a year old. She's out here. She's well-mannered. She's carrying herself well. She's got good bloodlines, good breeding.
No.
She's got some very hinchy breeding. So if you're looking for something fancy in the future, she would be
If we get one more bid on top of us, I'm going to have to stop. So we're in the lead. Let's hope for it.
45, 42, 42 and a half, 45. That's right. At 42 and a half, 45 down here.
Are you nervous?
45. And I'm 42 and a half, 45. What do you think, Eli? What do you think there, Joe? And I'm 45, 45. And I'm 45 on the net. 45 and I'm 47 and a half, Eli. And I'm 47 and a half on net. And I'm 47 and a half. And I'm 45 and a half.
47 and a half? Wait a second.
47 and a half, 5,000 in ground. Get quicker bidder, yeah. At 5 grand on her, 5 grand you want here. And I'm 5 grand.
Okay, that's our last bid.
So we're holding the lead at 4,700 right now. As you've probably guessed at this point, our budget isn't very high for this type of horse sale, and it's not just the sale price that we have to consider for each horse. It's feed, care, and also vet visits if they haven't been feeling good or have had something going on and would need treatment.
Oh, we just got outbid.
Natty ended up selling for $5,750, which was about $1,000 over our last bid. We couldn't believe it. We were very devastated, especially we had, kind of waited out for her. We could have gone up a little bit on some of the other mares, but we just felt so sure that Natty was ours and she was going to come home with us that we kind of held out for her. As much as we thought that Natty was supposed to come home with us that day, obviously the timing wasn't right. Sometimes we can set our eyes on something we want, but we don't really see the bigger picture. And that kind of was the prayer that we said earlier, that if we were meant to get another Clydesdale, that the right horse at the right time comes into our life. So as sad as it was watching Natty leave the ring, we did realize there were still a few mares to go and that maybe one of these would be the right horse for us.
Well, here's Barbie, but I just found out that this rich guy that hasn't been outbid is going to bid on her. He said, so not a good news.
This is This mare was foaled in January of 2009. Her dam is Armageddon's Mistress Zemia. Her sire is Little Giant's David. She is a beautiful dapple bay with perfect markings. She's been shown open, novice, youth riding. Also showed in the card was in the lead of the unicorn, the lead of the 4, and the 6. She's been the lead of multitude of parades over the last 3 years. Stands great for the farrier. Would make an excellent youth or novice first horse.
Yes, sir. Anybody want to pay? Lot number 84. Anybody want to pay? Get big mare. Been there, done that. Anybody want to pay? Broke the ride. Anybody want to pay this one? $100 here. Hey, somebody get 10,000 out of where? The 10, give me 10,000 if you want to buy 10 grand. Anybody want to pay 10,000? An Alpine 1,000, where are you going to be 5? An Alpine 30 May. An Alpine 1,000 if you want to buy 5 grand. Anybody want to pay 5,000? An Alpine here to 5, here to minute on a 5. And 5 here down 5. An Alpine 3,000 logo. And I'll 3 grand, down and a 3. Now 3, now 3. Anybody want 3,000? And I'll 3, now 3. And I'll 35, 4. And I'll 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 45. And I'll 5, 5. And I'll 45, 5,000, 50, 500 here. And I'll 5, 50, 6,000 now. And I'll 6,000 here. That's 6,000, 7. And I'll 7,000 to 7. That's 7. And now 7 grand, you want 68,500 then. That's 6 grand, 6,500. That's 6 grand, now 5 here, 60.
So we bid Barbie to where we could, but like we thought, she went quite a bit higher than what we could afford at $15,000, but deservedly so. She was just an awesome mare. This is lot number 86. She is the really goofy, fun yearling filly that they called Erin. She wasn't even won until the end of May. So she was crazy tall. We thought she may just be a little too big for us. So we did bid once, but then she went over our budget. So we let her go at $5,250. She was so sweet and beautiful though. This is Jewel, lot number 103, and she is just beautiful. She's super thick. We loved her build, so we would definitely take her in a heartbeat if she's within our price
We
range.
have lot number 103. This is Scott's Tartan Jewel. This is a consignment of Randy and Kathy Schmitz. This mare was foaled in March of 2019. Her dam is June Masterpiece. Her sire is Glencoe Jordan. She is bay with 4 white socks in the to the knees and to the hocks. She is broke single and double. She cross ties, she loads. She's an excellent stall horse. She is about 17-1 and she is confirmed. I have the vet certificate. She is confirmed in full for 2025 to Irish Thunder Celtic Paisley.
Wow. She does ride very well, folks. You bet, right there, who give 10. Bid 10,000. I'm gonna put down on there, not paying them a $10,000, $5,000 to start it.
Out of all the mares we looked at, this was our favorite built horse. I mean, she was so thick and strong. We just thought she was absolutely beautiful. Now, we didn't see her until later in the day, so we don't know really attitude-wise how she was, but they said she was the sweetest mare, super friendly, gentle. She rode and drove. Plus, she was bred, so that would have been so cool. But, of course, she went over our budget at $10,000. Actually, I was surprised she didn't go higher. And we did bid up to about 5-ish, I think, but then we had to quit. So, a really awesome horse. This was another 2-year-old mare who was just stunning. I don't know why we didn't put her on our list. Her name was Gloria, which I loved her name too. She was just beautiful though. We did bid on her. We bid her up to $5,250, but she sold for a little bit more at $7,200. Okay, and here is the last mare that was on our list. Her name was Margaret. She was lot number 108. She was a little older than some of the other mares. I think she was like 8 or 9. She wasn't super tall. She was 17 hands, and she was bred. And she went for a really good price of $4,250. So we really could have got a good deal with her. We did bid a few times, but we decided just to let her go because I think we were really just bummed out about Natty and Jasmine and some of the other horses that were higher up on our list. She wasn't one that we really wanted, so there was no point getting her if she wasn't the right horse for us. And then in one desperate last attempt, we actually bid on this mare. We hadn't looked at her, but we had heard about her. Her name was Ridgeview's Cover Girl. She had this beautiful filly alongside of her. She was a pretty well-known mare from what we could gather, but we actually bid on her, and we bid her up to $8,000, which was higher than any of the other horses we went on. And from there, she went up to $30,000. horse, and she actually no-sailed at $30,000. Again, if you don't know what no-sale means, it just basically means that the owner wants more than what the last bid was.
Okay, everything is over, and I regret to tell you, we don't have one yet.
Yeah.
But we have got a lot of networking, and we will find one soon and get one bought.
We bid on
At
a
the
bunch.
end of, yeah, we bid on a bunch. Got the bid on a couple that got no sailed. I went and talked to some people, Jasmine's owners, after the sale. Ran straight to them after the last horse sold, and they already had her loaded. And the wife was just about to get in the car and trying to make a deal with her. And he's pulling away as she's standing there, like, get in the car, and rushing us. And we were only just a hair off. And I said, if you're in so big of a hurry you can't stop for me to look at the horse, then I guess it's not meant to be.
And she jumped in the car.
She jumped in the car and left.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Even
It
though
was
I
the
would've-
weirdest
I would've-
situation ever.
Yeah, I would have gave the price.
They just
But
wouldn't
were
stop.
Just
They just wouldn't stop.
and I, you know me, if you've been watching long enough, I try to listen for like the Holy Spirit to lead me in a way. And even though I was thinking I would buy the horse, their behavior made me let them leave instead of stopping them and paying for it.
Yeah,
So,
it was weird. It was a very stressful situation
Yeah.
too. It was
high stress.
It was
so
very weird.
Just
Yeah,
wasn't meant to be.
and we tried to get Natty really, but
Yeah, and
we
Natty,
stopped. We
so
couldn't
there
believe.
was 5 or 6 yearling fillies there, and the least healthy, and the smallest was Natty. So I figured she would be probably the lowest selling of the 5 or so, random number of fillies there. She was the highest. She went the highest by quite a bit of all the yearling fillies. I was the second place bidder. I'm pretty sure if I would have kept going, the guy who got her would have kept going. So I just
We
let
had to
that
stop.
be a sign too. I'm like, I was expecting her to be the lowest and she's the highest, I'm just going to stop because there were so many good horses behind her. And then that's when I started getting the bid and getting no sales. So
We actually won the bid on one horse too, but then the bidders, the auctioneers got confused and gave it to the other person.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I was way ahead of that guy.
Yeah, and then, but she ended up no selling anyway, so we just left it alone and didn't argue with them. We bid on a lot of horses, but anyways, now we're kind of worried a little bit with the channel.
Yeah, I'm worried that
'Cause-
everybody's going to be mad at us.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't have posted that
But
video.
it's just, this isn't defeat, it's just not yet, is all it is.
We thought for sure we would be driving home from the 2024 National Clydesdale Sale with our new horse, going home to meet Oliver. We were so excited to share it with you all. We actually have been planning on going to this sale since last year, so it just ended a little different than we ever imagined it would. And like JR said, this isn't defeat, it's just not yet. And like a lot of our Patreon members reminded us that if it's meant to happen, it will happen in God's perfect timing. When one door closes, another door will open.